Hello, nice to see you again. Or if you're new to the channel, I'll briefly introduce myself. I'm a multi-passionate mama of 2, soon to be 3. I started an Etsy shop in early 2023 and began documenting my journey of starting my digital product business from scratch. If you're interested in learning more about my journey and what led me to this point, refer back to the playlist, which will go back to the first month of my Etsy journey. And so this Etsy shop update will encompass the progress in my shop from month 7, which is July 2023. I'll be going over all my shop stats, like my revenue, profit, expenses, losses, all of it. Okay, so let's actually get into my month 7 Etsy update. So first thing I want to show you is that I did finally get around to making an annual report that breaks down my monthly stats. Figured if I'm gonna be showing you guys my monthly profit, I better start getting a little bit more serious with keeping track of the expenses and whatnot. I won't be able to fill in August till next month, but July is done, cut and dry, so I plugged in the numbers here. Right now I have 20 total listings. 3 new listings were added in this month. Total views this month, 118 on my shop. Conversion rate is 0.8%. I did not spend anything on ads. My Etsy fees added up to $273. This is like everything from the listing fees. It charges 20 cents every time you put up a new listing or an older listing renews. This also includes Etsy fees when you make an order. I did get 1 order in July, and we'll talk about that as well because that actually is a direct result from YouTube. Total revenue is $5.15. minus the expenses. So for July, I made $2.42. Woo! I'll tell you, I know it's very minimal, but I do like seeing when Etsy's paying me at the end of the month, even if it's just $2.42, because, you know, as you can see, going back to January, I had about $19 taken out of my account, and so as long as it's not in the red, I'm happy about that. For now, since I'm a beginner. Total current profit for the shop, so I haven't broken even from the ads that I ran in the first month. So I'm at negative $7.91, though I do anticipate that I will probably finally break even this month. Let's hope for that. So we're 7 months in, and I still haven't broken even from like the $30-ish that I spent in the first month. Not the best, but this is realistic results here, and for somebody that's not really putting up too many listings, I'm doing them as I can. So, I mean, this is to be expected. I wasn't expecting to have a 6-figure income off of 20 listings. So that's the overall summary. So as I mentioned before, I have 20 total listings in my shop. I was only able to add about 3 new listings in the month of July, most of them being the printable planner templates. The bundles is kind of what I've been focusing on these last couple months, and unfortunately the bundles just are so much work and take so much longer to get them from design phase to actually listed in live on the Etsy shop. For example, I just made one for faith-filled believers. There's actually 2 of them. I'll show you both. So the printable faith planner templates, it's basically just daily, weekly, monthly templates, plus some bonus ones like a devotional that can be done every day. I use it and I really love it. Oh, I did do like a little video in Canva for this as well, just to keep it, I don't know, people are telling me I need to make videos, so I'm just doing my best to keep them going for at least with the new listings, with the price at $777, which I thought was funny. And then I have Monday and Sunday starts. There are fillable templates. Again, this is what takes so long, is that not only do you have to design each of these pages, convert them into different sizing and make sure that they look okay. Once I'm all done with the design, I do have to export them and then put them into Adobe to make the PDFs fillable, so that if somebody wants to pre-fill them and then print them, for example, or just fill them out on the computer exclusively, they can do that. And here's the other one. It's basically the exact same template, but just with more color. Keep your oil lamp full, 3 undated planner templates with a daily devotional template, annual goals template, everything's fillable PDF, and it's an instant download. And I did want to mention, for the descriptions, I have been using ChatGPT. I basically just give it the keywords and I ask it, like, please write me a short Etsy listing description. This is the kind of product, use these keywords. Please try to inspire, like, productivity. It's been saving me a lot of time. ChatGPT is also free. A little listing hack to just keep things moving a bit faster. The most recent thing that I posted, it's a desktop wallpaper. It's actually editable in Canva, so whoever buys it will ultimately get a PDF that then has a clickable link that takes them to the template on their browser. Canva is completely free, and everything that I have in the template is free as well, so you can go in, edit the text, edit the colors. And I made this because I made it for myself. Here's the blank version. I'll show you what it looks like when it actually has folders organized on it. I love this new style of organizing my desktop because I can put my folders, for example, this middle one is everything I have in progress. So I'll put my Etsy listings that are in progress here. Whatever I'm working on, I have notes down here for another project I'm working on. YouTube notes, Etsy files. August 2023, this is more like of my personal bubble. Needs to be filed is everything that I need to back up onto an external hard drive later. Personally love it, so I figured if I'm gonna make one, why don't I just go ahead and prep it to be sold as well. In case somebody wants it, I'll go ahead and link it below. I might be making more of these, I don't know. I do want to kind of stay away now from the bundles because they take too much time. Another thing that I want to get better at is actually doing product research before I start making a new item. So far, everything I've been making is kind of just stuff that I want to make, need to make for my own personal use, and I think the results kind of speak for themselves. So yeah, I think it's time that I stop being selfish in the shop. I mean, they're good items, don't get me wrong, I'm not half-assing anything here. It's just that I haven't done really product research. I've done the SEO optimization, but I haven't been trying to find on-trend items to create. Initially starting, it felt kind of boring to do that, but I think if I'm going to put this much effort into the shop, I better start putting a little bit more effort into trying to provide products that people actually want or need, and hope that that can kind of kickstart the shop a little bit better now that I'm halfway through the year. Now let's get into my traffic for July. Go to my stats. July 1st through the 31st, apply. So in July I had 118 visits, as I told you before, 1 order, 0.8 conversion rate, $5.15 revenue from the 1 order. I do share my shop details on my YouTube channel and link to my shop for the sake of transparency. I know some people on YouTube will advise against that because it will ruin their numbers. They'll kind of get punished for the lack of conversion, that kind of thing. You know what? I don't know if that's true because honestly, most of the orders I've gotten this year have been from my videos. Traffic funneled from my videos. So I would say YouTube is probably the only thing keeping my Etsy shop alive in any sense. In the last Etsy update, I told you guys that I anticipated my visits would jump up significantly because when I was posting more regularly back in February and March, you could see that my numbers jumped up, tripled, quadrupled in February and March. Let me show you those videos that I posted. I had a lot of views on them as well. Update number 3, posted in March, had almost 11,000 views, a lot of engagement. And then the video before that had 2,000. My first video had 10,000. So they were doing pretty good in my eyes for such a small channel, but I think I really killed myself with the algorithm because the distance between my last video that had the 10,000 views, that one was posted in March. Then the next update jumped from March to July because, well, I explained in my last video, I ended up getting pregnant unexpectedly. I was really sick. My daughter had pneumonia. It was just this couple months of craziness, and so naturally I just put everything aside until I could fully come back. Unfortunately, the algorithm didn't like that, so this recent video only hit 200 views. That's a little sad, but I mean, that's how it goes. Content creation, you do have to be fairly consistent. I think the view count, or the total views on my Etsy shop would have been much lower had I not posted the video, so it was still a good thing. At least didn't go lower than the previous month, but it didn't help out quite as much as I would hope. Though there is a silver lining because I did get an order that was funneled directly from YouTube. I did get an order from Lisa in my YouTube comments. She left a comment on my last video encouraging me and saying she had ordered something. So shout out to Lisa for your order and your review. It turns out that she really liked the product that she purchased. I believe she got the Mocha Printable planner and she left me a 5-star review. You might remember from the last video also that I got a bad review that kind of docked my 5-star rating. So she came in here and she helped me out and bring it back up a little bit. So Thank you, Lisa. And again, this was, you know, someone I met through YouTube, and I wouldn't have got that order otherwise. I'm very grateful for that. And that's pretty much it for my shop for July. Not much going on due to the lack of listings that I'm able to put up, but things should pick up now that my kids are back in school. I'm able to get back into a more creative routine, getting things done daily. My thoughts on the progress, I mean, yeah, it's a little depressing that nothing's going on, but I've said it and I'll say it again. I'm not gonna beat myself down about the progress, the numbers on YouTube or Etsy, because at the end of the day, this is just a passion project for me to kind of build up my skills with video editing and Etsy. So at the end of the day, I know I'm still getting value from doing these things. I'm still learning a lot. Eventually, I can put those lessons towards a future success, I hope. I have no interest at the moment in going back to a workplace, and I'm really lucky to say that I can live that reality through the rest of the year, and now that I'm giving birth to this baby, I'm sure that will extend a little bit longer, which, by the way, the official guest date based on an ultrasound is December 1st. So I have a couple more months, few more months. I'm getting to the end of the second trimester already, a lot farther along than I thought. I will be making more videos kind of about how I plan to approach my home birth coming up. This will be my third home birth. So if you are new to my channel, you haven't subscribed yet, I implore you, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you can actually get notified of any new videos that pop up. If you're just coming into the series halfway through on this month or another month, feel free to just go back to the beginning of the playlist that I've created and start from month 1. Especially if you're an Etsy beginner, it can be really encouraging just to see that someone else is not doing so great also, because it seems to be a common theme. A lot of people are getting into the Etsy game are not seeing instant success. It's pretty rare to see instant success. So I think it's pretty realistic that I haven't really made anything, I haven't broken even. But that doesn't mean that I shouldn't stay the course, that I shouldn't keep trying to figure things out, make tweaks here and there, and see what I can do to get the shop to finally get going. And if you're in a similar position, I would encourage you to do the same. Just keep going, keep learning, and do what you can to just get the shop up to the level that you want it to be. I do my best to post these updates about once a month if I can. So as always, I will see you in the next one.